guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is episode 4 of Beyond the Campus series. After exploring into business advisory, EY, KPMG, now I thought of going internationally, and today I have a guest from Dubai. So welcome, Rachit. Could you
Thank
please
you.
introduce yourself to our viewers, even to me as well, because we met through LinkedIn only. So even I
Yeah,
want to know more
sure.
about you.
Sure, Ruchi, sure. First of all, thanks to you. So you are taking a great initiative and educating the people who doesn't know about the industry. Maybe
Exactly.
at our times we find something like this. So, so yeah. So about me, like you already know, my name
Can
is
you
Rachit,
speak a
and
little louder because your voice is literally very low. My viewers
okay,
has to take very
sure, sure,
yeah.
sure. Now it's fine.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. So, as you already know, like I'm a qualified chartered accountant by profession. So, just starting my initial days, like I have belonged to a very small town. It's in a district, Saharanpur. Maybe you've not heard about the Saharanpur.
I have heard about
It's
it.
yeah. So it's a place in near about Meerut.
Hmm.
So I belong to there. I completed all my early educations from there itself. Never thought to be a CA in future. Always belongs to a like typical Banya family, so have to do business and all. But suddenly, in one day, I've decided like we have a family meeting and then decided to okay, I'll try to be a CA. And so for completing all my educations from till 12th from Saharanpur itself, I moved to Chandigarh for my CA
Wow.
preparations and what is CPT. And that point, there is no contact in my phone list who is a CA. No friend is CA, nothing in my family. I
My
just knew
God.
one person is a CA who handles my father's work. That's it. So nothing and everything is new to me. And so I moved Chandigarh, randomly go and choose different locations, different institutes, join a CPT institute,
My
complete all my education, CPT, and then IPCC. Then the actual phase start when I have joined the articleship. So
right.
that is also interesting story. I have interviewed for some big fours for articleship, and then I fortunately got selected in video.
Nice.
But after selecting as well, they think then I have chosen not to go there because some of my friends told me like it's not good to have articleship from big fours, and right now I can say they are totally wrong. So then I joined a mid-sized firm in Chandigarh itself, completing all my trainings. And
Hmm.
after completing my trainings, while side by side, I am also handling my own personal work,
My
consulting clients.
God.
So, and this how then COVID hits and my business stops. So that time I think to leave the CA and handling just focus on my job and my work. But
Right.
uh, COVID hits and I get more time and I prepare my final and finally I become CA.
Wow.
So after completing my CA, the first thing that I arises in my mind whether I need to start my own practice now and that or otherwise go for the job because I'm already handling some clients, so have some client base for practice itself.
Right.
But not sure what is going to happen. So then I think like practice I can do anytime. So let explore some jobs and never experienced interviews and all that time. Although I have taken few for my own firm, but never give any interview. So I start preparing for the interview and do lots of interviews.
Hmm.
Then finally I got a job in Barclays.
Wow.
But yeah, one thing that I want to mention, like it's a very typical process for finding a job. But
Hmm.
if you know few things, then it's very easy
What
because
are those
first
few things?
yeah. So let me come on to it. Like when I starting first 15 days of finding a job,
Hmm.
so it's totally difficult because you are new, you cannot believe on the campus placement, and
Right.
you are not going to selected on that because they are eliminating you on the basis of your number of attempts. And
Right.
I am not a first attempt guy. So that's also a point. So they are eliminating me. And after that, I find LinkedIn very helpful on that. Like I reach out to different kind of peoples from different industries, and after getting some things, like amazing thing is to find a correct job, find a correct person who can refer your CV,
Right.
making a good connections, and making the first move to ask them to help you. And the main thing that resists here for the people is nobody going to say you no on LinkedIn.
Hmm.
Everyone is going to say yes, we are here to help you, because they sometimes in life needed that, and then they doesn't
Right.
get it, or they get it from somewhere. So I am also like on the same page. Like I do this thing, and I spend a lot of hours on the study, how to reach out people, how to networking, how to do this, how to do that. And finally, when I was joining Barclays, I have around 15 offer letters in my hand as
My
a CA
God,
fresher.
you shocked me. Acha, tell me one thing. Did you just, land into everybody's DM with a resume, or there was this first punchline, something, and then you gave resume to them? What was that
Uh,
first message? Because I have 80 plus requests, and everybody has just thrown their resume without even saying hi,
no,
introducing themselves, just
no.
resume. So I'd be like, what
So
should I do
yeah,
with it? What was
yeah,
your
two
first
things.
message?
Yes, yeah. Two things kept into mind. First, nobody have plenty of time for you to
Hmm.
waste, and if you are just saying hi, and you are expecting that he or she will reply to hi and hello, so this is not
Right,
going to happen.
right,
So your message would be precise. Like it should be compact, that contains everything. First, you need to greet them, then a matching correlation between them, that person and you. That
right.
could be anything, whether it would
Anything.
be a CA, anything. And then finally correct that this is a particular job ID. Like
Hmm.
what I used to do, I used to go on the company's platform, find a job perfect for me, that is fit for my role,
Okay.
and then mention that job ID to that person directly, so that he can directly enter that
Direct.
job ID and refer my CV. He doesn't needs to
Exactly.
waste his time.
Right.
And that's actually in the major MNCs, it's a benefit for the persons itself who is referring them, because he get the bonus.
Exactly. You get the bonus.
Referral bonus itself. So by this doing these things, I cracked the interview for I think every big company, whether it is Goldman, JP
Mhm.
Morgan, Credit Suisse, HSBC, Barclays,
Wow.
and all the big fours. So,
So out of
but
15, how did you select your favorite? Like, this is the one I wanted.
yeah. So after completing all things, like one thing that I have decided. So before joining Barclays, I have worked for like 3 months in Deloitte. So
Okay.
in audit platform, Deloitte USI, and
Wow.
that is a job that I don't know how I get it, because I oh 1 second.
Take your time.
Sorry, yeah, there's too much calls receiving on Sunday. So uh,
Thank you so much for your busy.
no, that's fine. So I got a call from Deloitte USI for a job interview. That's a for like basically FTH role they generally hired for three
Mhm.
months for a person who is known CA, and who are basically partial CA, we can say, like cleared, not
Okay.
having their final certificate. So, and after completing this, they can also offer you a job
Okay.
in their
So
company
this
after
sort
a
of
CA without an
internship, if
interview.
I may say,
It's a
like
kind of internship for three
internship.
to 4 months. Yeah, so three to
Right.
4 months of internship, but it is very good. And the interview process, it's not so good, because I have handled around 6 rounds of interview that time.
For an
And
internship, you had 6 rounds of interview at
for
that
a
time.
Deloitte, yeah, for Deloitte USI, and it's actually grilling myself. And the time I have joined, it's a busy time for them. Like it's a
Okay.
hard Jan time. So Jan to March, we have lots of work in audits,
Right.
especially for the US company.
Yeah.
So after completing, I have decided not to go for audit. Not
Why does
because
it
that
happen
audit.
with everybody? Either you just love the audit, or you want to continue for the lifetime that you want to become a partner of an audit firm, or you just don't want to do it anymore. Like in my case, I be like, I am done with the audit. Now I want to pursue my passion, that is teaching. I will teach audit, but I will not do audit.
Uh, actually, I think that is a personal choice and personal cup of tea,
Right.
because audit is so interesting.
Exactly.
Like later in the day, I will also going to mention example of one of my friend who
Hmm.
works in internal audit, and
Oh
when I
my God.
was interacting with him, so his work is too interesting. Like I
I
considered
I know.
internal audit is more interacting as
I
compared to stat
agree.
audit.
Because you
So
get into the client much
yeah,
more because all external audit is
deeper
all
and
about
deeper.
financials. But there you have to go and visit their warehouses and
Yeah.
everything. So it's more fun, I believe.
Yes. And major thing is the time constraint. In stat audit, we
Hmm.
have less time also.
Less
We
time.
cannot go in go through and everything. So really, this is one again actually receiving few calls from India. Okay. So so but in internal audit you got lot of time to grill the things, to vet the things. And major thing that my friend told me while he was doing internal audits, like when you are doing internal audit, so every time what clients demand, like one time you have to do one thing and improve that thing, but when
Right.
the next term is going to be, you have to present a new things. And then he said, like, I have done everything, now everything is sorted with the client, what
Right.
new thing he wants from me? And if there is no new thing, I'm not going to get this audit back.
Right. Right.
So, so that time you need to more grill into the pictures, more grill into the processes, and you learn a lot.
Hmm.
So, so that's a beauty of audit. That perception have changed after 1.5 years. Like I have completed the CA, so after 1 or 2 years, I have this perception going to be changed. Like audit is not good for you.
Hmm.
So while choosing the Barclays, the question where we have started is the tax basically. So basically, Barclays, the role of mine was majorly into the tax. Like there are, and I am handling the international Barclays international part. So
Okay.
whatever is the international deals they are having, so we are
Hmm.
advising the tax part of that, like
Oh,
how the tax is going to be affected, and obviously the compliance part is there,
right.
the returns filing, that is always will be there, but the major thing is the advising part, so that I think it's more interesting for me. So
That's right.
based on that I have chosen that time, like two, there are many of things that I have
And
already decided, like
sorry
these
to
are not good.
interrupt.
Yeah.
By that time, what exactly you mean for my viewers? Because they also need to
Yeah.
understand by that time, where are you exactly, in which year, when you
Yeah,
mentioning that time, or
by that time I mean to say when we are a CA fresher,
CA
like
fresher. Okay.
after completing CA 2022.
Oh.
So that time, what is the major thing that I am facing is I don't know anything about the industry so far,
Hmm.
and I have made some perception based on my friends are saying, my colleagues are saying, my
Right.
what seniors are saying, but
Hmm.
those are totally wrong. Before deciding anything, you need to get on that,
Get down.
and then when you actually get down, then you actually feel the things. Is it
Exactly.
good? Is it bad? Or is it not?
Right.
Maybe if I know so much of audit that time, so maybe I was in internal audit right now. Maybe
Maybe.
because it's very fascinating.
Right.
So on the basis of that, I have decided not to go for Big Four, because I heard from everyone like Big Four are not for work. Big Fours are so time wasting companies, and they have charging you an entire day, like it's a grill process. So
Right.
I have myself decided not to go for Big Fours. And that's why on the basis of that, I have rejected 8 offer letters from every Big Fours, not to go with them.
Reject. They will reject me. No, I reject them. That's happening in
So
your case.
so that's the thing, like I'm saying on this social platform, if they heard, they will say what are we are hiring. So but yeah, that's happening. Because I think like this is not my cup of tea and I cannot do that. And
Oh,
I have some good offer letters, I have joined Barclays. But then but where destiny wants to take you, that's also a point. After 6 months, I have completing things, understanding things in Barclays. Barclays decided to outsource their this work which we are handling, because we are what we are doing there in Barclays in tax team. We are only few persons who are handling entire UK taxation there from India.
okay. So a team handling of UK entirely for a Barclays.
Yeah, so basically entirely we are handling that part.
Okay.
And now Barclays decided to outsource this work to
Outs.
EY. And
So
it
destiny
suddenly
wants you there only.
destiny wants me to in EY only. So, and the first offer letter I have rejected in my life, and first interview that I have given in my life for after clearing CA, it's for EY.
Oh my God.
So then then EY offers us if we want to continue. So we moved there, we handled the entire work, transition
Mhm.
period, lot of things, and finally get into the UI. And after joining the UI and spending first or 2 months, it's going to be difficult for me to because the work culture is
Transition
totally
period.
different. Yeah, totally different from a banking environment to a now
Hmm.
like a CA firm environment. And
See,
Big Four is it's just a organized CA firms, nothing else.
right.
So after joining EY, I have realized like these are
So
the
you joined
companies in
EY
which you should
India
work.
or you joined EY GDS?
EYGDS, EYGDS,
GDS. Okay.
EYGDS. So EYGDS, after joining EYGDS, we find like it is the company where we should work. Like I recommend to every person who is a freshly CA or freshly into the market, go at least spend four
Cool.
first few years only in Big Fours. Because if
Right.
you are spending your years in Big Four, you learn a lot. You cannot learn in industry that things because you have
Exactly.
a so
Exactly.
that's the process of EY, and that's very beautiful. Sorry again.
No worries. You can take important calls if you feel like it's
Actually,
important.
it's not important. I was thinking like I received 4 calls from 4 different persons at the same time. Why it's happening?
Oh my
And
God.
so uh,
EYGDS
it's a
actually offers you, lot of things. Like I spent there 1.5 years of my life, and
yeah,
I'm so glad that I started my corporate world with Big Four and that too EYGDS.
correct.
It taught me patience, anger,
Yes,
everything,
correct.
like
Ev-
everything.
You need to like
You'll
when you are
grow as an
actually entering.
individual.
Yes,
From
good. Yeah,
college
correct.
to a individual, you'll grow there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's the thing. So after spending some time there, I have decided like not decided to more growing myself, how I am entering into new things. So then I got to know about this company where I am working right now. It's an ETG export trading group, majorly into exports of different things. So through LinkedIn itself, I got here, and after getting job, and the process and the things that I like about this company, it's very beautiful. Like the major reason of joining this company is their diversification of work. Like they have in trading, they have in logistics, they are in into insurance right now as well, like
Wow.
starting new things. So they have variety of things and different verticals to work.
Wow.
And the best part of for being a CA and for working in a finance world, so far I have spent my all the time in taxation, in consulting, in advising, and right now I am handling actually the FC work, like
Which
what
work?
the
Sorry.
financial FC, basically financial controllers, how the
Financial
finance
control.
how you are actually handling it, how you are actually controlling it, and
Wow.
uh, the role they are offering right now is in India. If you are going to a job, you will get maybe after 10 years.
Right.
So that's you can do right now here from, and you are just a freshly
Wow.
qualified 2 or 3 years of experience, not so much of experience you have, but they giving you that liberty to take the decision.
Right. Right. Right.
So that's the major reason of joining it, ETG. So
So you
that's so
mentioned
far about
like
me.
you got this job through LinkedIn. How did
Yeah.
you get it? Like this is a, big question. How did you get it through LinkedIn specifically?
Uh, so few things that about this company is obviously you need to apply. There are openings every time. So this company hires every year few chartered accountants from India, like 6 to 7 chartered accountants from India,
Mhm.
who have 1 or 2 years of experience,
Mhm.
and then they have a 6 months of training period. So right now, if I am say I am in a training period itself,
Okay, 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 okay.
and here the training is very beautiful. Like in training itself, you are taking so much of decision, you think I'm actually handling everything. So that's the beauty of this company.
That's nice.
Yeah. So So I have just applied it, and then interview process is obviously it's not so easy to grab. Like you have to face lot of difficulties. Three levels are there. Like the first interview face to face that I have given in this company only. All the interview till so far, it's only like on virtual because at our times it's virtual everywhere.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Even I
So
had given my interview virtually, so it was
virtually,
like
so yeah,
easier
it was
for.
nice. Easy whenever you have just at your comfort place and sitting and saying the things, it's more easy for you.
It's
But
more easy,
uh,
right?
yeah, but for this company, like first two rounds they are virtually only,
Hmm.
and I have do that. And after virtual, if you are selected for third round, then they call you in a hotel, having a proper interview for entire day. Like it's interview process. I have started at 9 and it's end at 7 or 6.
Oh my God,
So
really?
entire day, yeah. So entire day on different things they are checking you, how you are behaving, how you are checking, how you are taking decision,
Wow.
and it's very
That's
beautiful.
why they are offering you at such young age, fresher, like
Yes,
3, 4
yes,
years. That's because they know
that,
if you can pass their training, you will be able to take
correct,
their decisions and everything.
correct. And they check your patience level at every point. That I personally think. At every point they check their, like, because their interview process is not more about what you know. It's more about what you can do and what your potential is.
Hmm. Got it. So they
Because
are more about what you can grab instead of what you have
what you
already
can grab.
grabbed.
Yes. ठीक है, like they are okay. Like if you know something, that's okay. That's fine. Okay, that's that's your knowledge. If you are a CA, you have plenty of things to do in your life, and okay, you can do it. We can know now. Now you are a CA, so you have something. That's fine.
Right.
We know. But what you extra can do?
Hmm.
What is the extra attributes you can offer? So
Wow.
these things that grilled in these interview rounds, and
That's
some questions are really great. Like I have come to Dubai after this, and after spending one week of Dubai orientation, they told us like you have a next training, and that's in Africa, in Western Africa. So it's a country, Ivory Coast, where right now I am sitting,
oh,
and it's
really?
yeah. So right
I
now
thought
I
you
am
were
not
in
in Dubai.
Dubai.
No, no, right now, no time in Dubai. I'm now it's at Western Africa. It's Ivory Coast.
Oh my
So
God.
and so the first thing that I come into my mind, like I am having a good life in India. Why I am going to Africa? Because we all know only few things about Africa, but social media shows.
Right.
But after landing here and spending right now around 2 months, I was going to be there. I'm here. It's a very beautiful country.
Really?
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Everything, and the major concern for every person in Africa is your safety concerns. Like you are not safe, you are not safe.
Right.
Yesterday night, I have come my house at 3 a.m.
So I believe it's like social media makes your perception really in a wrong
Yes,
manner,
correct,
and you should
correct,
not judge
correct,
only on the basis of social media. Here,
correct.
you are live example that.
Yeah. So
How's
one
your
thing that I,
life going on in Africa? Now I'm more concerned about
it's
Africa instead of the whole podcast. Now I really want to know about Dubai and Africa. Leave the ETG and every other company.
it's very great. Like what in my mind when I was joining, like if I'm going to Africa, what happens if something happens to me? What my family think, and my family like they are like, what happens to you? Why you are going there? There is
How
something in
long will you
personal
be
here.
there?
At least I am here right now. What communications with I have, I am here till this year, 2024. I am here only. After that, it depends upon where are the actual needs of the persons and job needs and there and where
Hmm.
I can put my more effort. So it could be any country of the world.
Okay. Okay. So you
So
are basically, as of now, for 6 months period, you are in your training period at ETG.
yeah,
Currently, if
yes,
you will talk about it, right?
correct,
So you are basically, after the 6 month period, you will become the financial controller of the company, right?
correct. Not
Right?
the financial controller. First few years, basically, financial controller tag we are not going to get. for first 1 year, but handling the work on the same.
Okay. So
Yeah.
basically, abhi, matlab, you must have got an idea कि financial controller, what does it actually do, right?
Yes,
If you
correct.
just have to explain it, to a college-going student, he is applying for a financial controller profile. Of course, it
Okay.
will vary in India. I completely agree. What you guys are
Correct.
doing in Dubai is like a broad version, and as you mentioned, it would
Correct.
take 10 years for him or her to experience that. But still, let's say it's a second year students want to know what exactly the financial controller does. So how will you
Hmm.
explain it to her?
So keep it very simple. Like taking example of a household. Like if we are in a house and what generally in Indian houses are like we make a budget
Right.
of everything, and on the basis of that budget we decided our everything. We made complete forecasting. Like if this month is Diwali, so we have to spend more, we have to do this month have marriage, we have to go
Right.
somewhere, so we have a vacation. So on the basis of that we have decided. So
Right.
FC does just these things.
Okay.
What business is facing in a specific period of time, how to do those things effectively, and basically effective utilization of resources that they have, whether it is money, whether it is the persons uh, he have or the assets he have, so everything. So for a specific period of time, everything what is related to finance, and because finance is the blood for every company.
Right.
If
Right.
it
Right.
is not working correctly, so you cannot survive. And every
Exactly.
business, the major reason for running is to make profit. No one is there to obviously social servicing. The NGOs we have for that. So
Right.
everyone is here for the business. Everyone is for making profit. So if they doesn't have their finances controlled, so as from the name suggests, controlling the finance
Hmm.
in a best optimum manner is a financial controller works.
Oh.
And it is the only daily to day task.
So basically,
So
if you are coming into the profile of financial controller, you will be the blood of the company because without you, they cannot run eventually. And funds will come in, it will go filter out to you, and then it will
yes,
go into
correct,
different departments, right?
correct, correct.
So
So
you will
and
have the control
yeah,
of the company.
yes, and in this company, what is the beauty of this? They have decided like after completing your 6 month period, they are going to allocate a particular business to you, like
Okay.
whether it is based on commodity, whether it is based on our vertical or a country or a city.
Wow.
Like this is your area of work. Anything related to this, you are going to answerable.
So they have given
You
you
have
a lot of ownership, authority at the
ownership.
same time,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, owners, everything. We are not going to ask what is the like on day-to-day decision. No one is going to ask when, what is the time you are coming into office, what is the time you are going out of office, what are the time you are doing things. But like you spend entire day in office and do nothing.
Right.
Okay, that's your thing. But we want results,
Hmm.
and results comes when you. So they are providing you actually ownership. They are creating entrepreneurs in the company itself.
Right, right. That's very important. They are not creating labors, they are creating
Yes,
owners,
they
right?
are actually enhancing your inner personality.
Hmm. And that
That's the major thing.
actually motivate you because even in the time, when you are an employee, you feel like 9 to 5 ho gaya, salary aayegi, you are done. But
Yes,
when you
yeah.
have such ownership and there's a meeting coming up where only I have to speak and I have to be answerable to all the questions, you will work on yourself.
You
That
will work.
dude,
Yes,
बहुत
yes, correct.
बेइज्जती होगी अगर वो नहीं आया तो.
Correct, correct. Like I remember Monday, this tomorrow we have a meeting of this division where the country right decision completely. So there are lots of things to do for that meeting. There are things like back end everyone is doing. Right now, I do not have so much of responsibility for that meeting because they consider
That's why
me
you
as a
were
new.
doing a
So
podcast with me.
yeah, yeah. But I have completed my all the parts before coming this.
Oh my
So
God, I'm really glad that you are doing podcast and you have a meeting tomorrow. I'll not take then more than 15 minutes of yours now.
that's totally fine because what I have understood, like as you are mentioning, doing a podcast or doing a meeting, so that every college students from now needs to learn is to divide their time. and utilize their time in a best manner. Because if you always think like I'll do this thing after achieving something or after this, and you are postponing the things, like 15 minutes, half an hour, one day, 2 day, more or less, it's okay. But if you are doing it on a regular basis, it will become your habit,
Right.
and then you cannot do anything in your life.
Ex-
That's a hard thing.
Okay. Now, I have a very interesting question. This
Yeah.
actually came up right now only, and you
Okay.
may not find this in the list anywhere. So it's like you have moved from Barclays, CA, everything. Now you are in Dubai. You know, as a college student, you have seen obviously more world, more countries, and more companies and more positions. What are
Correct.
those skills that are actually helping you to move forward? And what are those skills you are
Hmm.
continuously working on? Because a college students need to think, dude, which course I should do. Because right now, if you see India market, there are 1,000+ courses that are being offered. ये भी
Correct.
कर लो, ये भी कर लो,
Correct.
ये भी कर लो, and they will waste
And
a lot of time in that, right?
correct.
But
Correct.
what is the correct courses one should indulge in? Be it communication, be it Excel. Because in last two interviews, I have focused only on Excel, right? Because they were
Hmm.
audit people. Now, what would you suggest as a behavioral or maybe as a AI tool or maybe any course?
So, on that part, I would like to say first, you need to understand yourself. Basic thing.
Right.
What you like, do that. If you like audit, everyone is saying audit is waste of time, do it.
Do it.
Whatever, what, like if someone is saying anything, just leave it. Just do what you like.
Hmm.
First thing that I have, like in my life, whatever the all the decisions so far I have taken is based on that I am liking it or after. And always keep in mind when you are in a dilemma of choosing two things, that okay, if I need to do A, I can sacrifice B, and if I am doing B, I need to sacrifice A. So then what I do, okay, if I am doing A, whether in future I will get to work on B. If
Hmm.
answer is yes, okay, I go with B. So sorry. Again the callings. so so I can definitely go for A, and in future I will always go to time to complete the B. Same and vice versa I have chosen. So this is the thing, and related to the courses what you should do. So after, if you are not able, so basic the problem is if someone know what he needs to do, he can do it. But problem with comes with the persons who doesn't know what to do it, like what is
Right.
good for me. So
Right.
there the problem comes into the picture.
Right.
So you can do two or three things. First, talk with your peers, your students, your seniors.
Hmm.
They can tell you in which things you feel more interested. Do
Exactly.
interview for yourself.
Right.
And if you are not finding anything, just go and do experiments. It's your life. If you do hundreds of experiments, that's fine.
Right. Right.
That's fine. Maybe after some time you will get what you need to do. And for certificates, you can do like lots of certificates. Yeah, one thing for college students, if they are BComs and all, and you want to go in your life at a big level from starting itself. So then harsh reality, but the truth, you have to add some extra course, whether it's some professional course, CA, CCA, CPA, FCA,
Right.
FRM, anything, or maybe MBA from a good college.
Right.
So
I guess
that's a
BCom
harsh
never
reality.
helps you by alone. It's like just a class 11, 12 that you do it, you have to do
Correct.
it. But a
Yeah,
professional course
simple.
or something like that would make you stand out from rest of the crowd. That's very
Correct.
important for
Correct.
you.
I remember when we have, I am in my IPCC, so I have taken admission in college. There is a college, SD College in Chandigarh. It's a
Okay.
very famous college, so I have to get admission there. And it's my first or second class. And after getting the class, I went to my tuition of IPCC, and I
Hmm.
was late, 5 or 10 minutes late in the class. So, and my text teacher is there. He was asking me why you are late. I'm saying I was in college, so just wasted. So he said a simple thing to me:
Hmm.
"You are here to do CA or to become. To CA,
See.
just leave the become." And after that, I never went to the college.
My
I
God.
com and I completed my BCom from private IGNU, not from like there's a So he always say, if you are a CA, BCom is not going to, no one is going to see your BCom degree.
I agree. I
So
agree.
the same thing, if you are, and it's not the case, Jan, you cannot get the job based on the BCom. You can,
You
but
can.
that you need to put lots of other efforts.
I agree. I agree.
So
Like
that's the
it's, somebody who has to say it on their face that you have done BCom, but that's not enough. You need to climb other
correct.
stairs too. They will think like, chalo, BCom ho
Accept the
gayi, now
reality.
I'll get the
Yeah.
dream job. Now I'll get into Big
No,
Four. And they may get it. Even I got it. But it's like, no,
we
life
get
will
the
not
job,
take
but
you
not
in.
the dream job.
Yeah, but not the best job. And
Yes.
of course, watch my podcast. That will help you a lot.
Subscribe and share always.
Yeah, see, actually, even in my case, what actually happened, why I started my YouTube channel was because when I was in BCom, there was no other YouTube channel who could actually explain me in my way.
Hmm.
Like होता है ना एक
Hmm.
student explaining, then
Correct, correct.
एक जल्दी जल्दी कुछ हिंदी में बोल के कुछ मीम समझा के mnemonics बोल के
और वो
just
निकल गए. Yeah,
explained me. That are the techniques that I use. That dude, watch this 10-minute video and you are done. I am your friend, I'm not your teacher. I use such foul
correct.
words in my videos. You'll be like, "Kya ho raha hai? She's not a
It's
teacher."
cringe.
It's more of
Yeah,
a
and
friend and viewer relationship, not a mentor relationship to me.
correct, correct. Like I have do in my right now, I have skipped that part in my life because I'm not finding so much of time with me.
I
But
can
yeah,
see
when I
that.
was, yeah, but when I was in India, so I have also teach students like for CA itself,
Wow.
IPCC and CPT, for few one or two batches I have taken. And yeah, mentorship programs I have do a lot on that. Like I have associated with few colleges where we
Nice.
have conducted majorly the South colleges. They are not from North.
Nice.
Bangalore's one. So yes,
Let
I
me know
did
once
that.
you are back in Dubai. I'll come there. I have to actually come there for my ACCA things, and I want to explore
Okay,
their opportunities. I have heard there are a lot of opportunities in
there are
Dubai for
lots of
ACCA,
opportunities
like
for
lot.
ACCA. There are a lot of opportunities. Like what Dubai has does is a on next level is doing right now. Why? Because when you are going to compare Dubai with any other country in the world,
Hmm.
so first thing they are make the thing so easy for you that you need to accept it. Like
Right.
second thing, tax heaven. That's a
That's
beautiful thing they have.
beautiful.
Yeah, right now they introduce corporate tax and
That's five
like
percent, right?
not 5%, it is 9% and on certain limit. So that the 5% you are talking, it's VAT, it's it's something else. We are
Hmm.
introduced the corporate tax now, so that is something else.
Okay. I just heard this percentage for the Dubai. That's why I remember that. Okay, this was a percentage.
So tax is a totally different thing. Different things. And right now, what I am doing, like I am right now in my free time, I am studying that UAE taxations. So how they are doing it, and that's interesting. I'm learning in corporate taxation itself. So,
Nice, nice.
but Dubai is doing very good, and there are plenty of opportunities for everyone to come there and explore.
You may see my resume in a short time on your LinkedIn profile now. I'll be like, my first message would be you came to my podcast.
Sure, sure,
Oh,
sure.
no way. It's not happening very time anytime soon. I just loving my job. So yeah, it's okay. Okay,
That's
now let's
totally fine.
come to the second last question of my
Yes.
podcast. We have dived, I don't know where in the podcast, but I'm loving this conversation. Okay, what was my last question? I just completely forgot. Yeah, when it
It's
comes to
fine.
CA, okay, as a
Hmm.
college student, my first perspective is that you will be working in auditing field. Okay, now
Hmm.
that you have told me that you have worked in taxation, you have worked in finance, how your CA thing is helping you in finance and taxation.
It's a lot
How?
because everything that I have learned,
Mhm.
uh, and what's the basics that I have learned for everything, it's
Hmm.
from CA itself. Because
Right.
in it's CA, it's not only audit. Audit is just a part of it.
Part of our
We have learned like finance, FR, like where we have learned about all the India's accounting procedures, accounting standards,
accounting.
those things. We have learned of business laws, we have learned company law, we have learned direct taxation entirely, international taxation, indirect taxations. And right now they remove these subjects and make it on online basis, but in my time it's on a strategic management subject as well is there. So that's the that is totally for consultants, like management consultant would do. So that's subject about that. So
Oh,
there are plenty of things, like it's not just audit, but
God.
the perception that everyone have, it's CA is just to file returns and to do
Fine.
audit.
GST.
But but that's not the case. That's if you got to know it deeper, so every CA who is a like on practice itself, if he is a very famous or big CA,
Hmm.
the return income or the compliance income of that CA is very less as compared to their advisory work, as compared to
Right.
their knowledge work. Because when you are playing on those things, then you got to know the things better.
Right, right, right. So you don't have to restrict yourself to the auditing, guys. There are a lot of opportunities
Never,
out
never,
there for you. A lot of.
never,
And of course, you
never
can go to
restrict yourself.
ETG also.
Like
I
there are
don't know
lots of
why, but
companies
I'm
like
promoting
ETG.
your company to next level. They should thank me now.
Sure, sure. I'll
So
share this to them.
yeah, I think we just talked a lot of different things. To sum up the whole podcast in just 5 minutes, what we exactly did was learning your experience. You coming from Merit to
Correct.
going to Dubai to Africa currently. So your experience, what does a financial controller actually do? How he cracked interviews at different companies, and what are the two tips that you need to follow while you are texting somebody for a referral on LinkedIn?
Correct.
Okay, don't just say hi. Please don't say hi and send that number. That job ID
Yeah,
is very, very,
it's
very
very valuable.
important, right? It actually
Correct.
makes a job of another person very easy to refer you. So it's easier for you, easier for them, save their time and get the job. Then
Correct.
coming on to the financial controller, what does it actually do? What is he doing in the company? It's the blood of the company. Okay. And then finally coming on to his different experiences. And yeah, CA is not limited to auditing. You have world out there. So go and
You have,
explore it, and it's
yes,
okay to
correct.
explore. Don't just believe in somebody else. Make your own
Correct.
opinion. So how is your podcast experience, just to end it? Like, did you find it as an interview type? Were you too scared? I am guessing it's your first interview.
Uh, so not the first,
Podcast.
actually,
First podcast.
not yeah. First podcast, you can say virtual
Podcast. Not
podcast is
interview,
first.
podcast.
Yeah, yeah. First virtual podcast, it would be fine. My like I'm interacting first time by this manner and exploring my thoughts, and maybe it is helpful for someone who is watching us. And
Yes.
yeah, it should be, not maybe, it should be, because there are lots of things we can learn from the experiences. And one thing that everyone kept in mind about, I heard from Mr. Like read a book of Chanakya. So there is a quote in that book, and that's also very famous nowadays on social media, that if you are going to get everything by yourself, you can waste your entire life.
Exactly.
But so you should need to learn from others' experience.
Hmm.
But that doesn't mean
Okay.
to stop yourself
Hmm.
by not doing anything new.
Wow, that's
That's
a
that's
beautiful quote. That's
yeah.
actually
So
beautiful.
that's the thing you should do. And yeah, podcast is very, very good. The experience that I am getting, it's good. And I got to know, like, you are also from EYGDS. That's that
Did
I
we
don't
actually
know.
meet? You were in which year of, which year you were in EYGS?
Recently, I joined in 2022,
Me too.
December 22. Oh, okay.
I left
December
in,
22.
I joined in, I guess, 2022. Yeah, I left in 2023.
I left now 2024. Uh, and it's which location you are?
I
I
was
was
in
in Gurgaon.
initially in Noida and then I shifted to Gurgaon.
I was also in the same both places, Noida and Gurgaon.
You were in audit field only.
No, I was in taxation.
That's why we didn't meet.
That's
Na? I never
yeah.
met anybody. It was anyway
So
virtual.
one more thing clearly to every audience, like this is not we are the first time interacting. We don't know if you are thinking we are from the same company and we know each other, so that's not the case.
Yeah. Actually, my viewers know she does a podcast with any random person, and then she actually talks to him or her as if she's meeting, for the 100th time. So yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's great to have the things. But you are doing such a beautiful thing. I
Thank
really
you so
appreciate all that.
much. Thank you so much, guys, for watching it till the end. And this is it for the episode 4. And I will be coming up with episode 5 next time. Till then, subscribe to my channel.